This is Secret Stories, and my name is Mary Cachapalia. Many people cannot be on camera because their employer, their family, friends, church, synagogue would roll their eyes, ridicule, or misunderstand them, or even fire them. Secret Stories allow you to tell your story with anonymity. Here I read experiencers' accounts, commented on our YouTube channel, and emailed to us at Breaking the Silence. This is Michael's story, who started out his adventure in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Hello, Mary. My name is Michael. I am now 67 years young, and I've had a number of strange encounters in my life, starting when I was about 8 or 9 years old. Before I knew anything about this subject, I was in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan with my family for my aunt's wedding. We lived on Cape Cod in Massachusetts, so this was a very long trip for an 8-year-old. We were traveling the last few miles at night, and I was watching the stars with my face planted to the window. I saw 6 stars arranged in a pattern, with 3 in a row on top and 3 more in a row lined up underneath them. I was thinking to myself, how odd when the top right star suddenly took off across the sky and disappeared from sight, leaving the other 5 sitting there. I did not say anything to anyone and soon forgot about it. On Cape Cod, we had a beautiful summer with no mosquitoes, and at around 10, we used to lay blankets and pillows out on the front yard. I had no close neighbors, and Cape Cod was much less populated then than it is now, and the skies were quite dark, so it was awesome laying there watching the few satellites of the time and shooting stars. We loved sleeping under the stars. One night we were laying there, my brother was with me, and there were a few fluffy wispy clouds that you could easily see were clouds. When they eclipsed stars, and as we lay there, we saw a huge dark shape cover the stars, slowly moving across the sky. Above us, pretty high up, it seemed that we could not see, unlike the clouds, which we could not see what they were, though faint. This object we could not see, just blackness. Oddly, we never said much about it and fell asleep, waking in the morning without a second thought. I started reading about UFOs as books were coming out about it, and I was fascinated about the subject. However, I did not tie what I was seeing to them. I just thought these were strange random things. Also around this time, I had some dreams of flying above the trees like I was weightless, and of standing in the dark in my living room, peeking out of the curtains at 2 objects with lights hovering over the trees near my house. I do not know if these were dreams or real. I have had several other things in my life that were traumatic that I was told about later and had no recollection of. So it would seem my mind protects me from some things by just not remembering them. The first time I had a sighting that I did think was maybe an actual UFO, I was about 12 and going to a weekly Catholic education class, and I was waiting for my ride by the roadside at about 7 p.m. It was winter and quite dark. There was an airport a few miles from my house and an Air Force base a few miles away, so I saw planes pretty regularly, but none very low, except a few seaplanes that sometimes landed on the lake behind our house in the summer, but it was winter and the lake was frozen. I watched as a large craft floated across the road about 75 yards from me, just above the treetops, a white light on either end and a red light in the middle, unblinking, and the object was wider than the road and silent. It moved very slowly, maybe 5 miles an hour, and disappeared behind the trees. I was very much into planes, and I know this was not a plane. I remember nothing else after it went out of sight, but I am not sure if anything else happened. Nothing happened after that for a number of years. We moved to Michigan, and I graduated high school and went on with my life with nothing strange happening until around 1992. I was on top of the ski jump in Iron Mountain, Michigan, late at night in the summer, watching the stars, and we had a lot of northern lights going on, so it was a pretty nice show. Standing there, the hill dropped down in front of me, and behind was the top of the hill just above me, and I could see the lights and rooftops of the town houses on either side of the hilltop, behind me and below me. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a light move and turned to watch a 4-foot white orb, like a glowing globe, moving at about 10 miles an hour, just over the tops of the roofs and chimneys. I watched as it traveled in a straight line until it passed out of sight and behind the top of the hill, and it never came out of the other side. Unfortunately, I was alone. This was before there were drones. That was the last experience, though. I more and more spend time where I can watch for things, and I would like to know more. I am not sure if I have been abducted, though. I have always felt like I did not belong on this earth, and I also have a red mark on my forehead that is somewhat faint now, that people have commented on, and I don't know when it appeared, not sure if it's related. I am sure that whatever has happened to me is real. I am very well read, quite intelligent, and my hobbies are aviation, space flight, science, and technology. So I am not easily fooled by human objects, and I know we are being visited. I hope I can help others to come forward. I really have no problem being public about what has happened to me, but I know many people are afraid, so hopefully my story can help. Thank you for listening to Secret Stories. Keep sending in your emails and comments. It is very brave of you to share them with me, and I will share them with others here for you. This is Mary Cachapalia. May love and light be with you.